Let's begin with this story where family, friends, Coursemates and associates have paid glowing tributes to the departed Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja in a service of songs at the Mogadishu Cantonment, Abuja. The remains of the Chief of Army Staff now make a final journey that will culminate in an interment at the military cemetery. Sifonisian has details.
The remains of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, left the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, on board a C-130 Hercules aircraft and arrived in Abuja's Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport a few minutes after 12 p.m. A guard of honor received the casket bearing the remains of the Army Chief. After a brief ceremony where senior officers paid their last respect, the acting Chief of Army Staff led a motorcade, including the hearse conveying the remains of the departed Army Chief out of the apron of the presidential wing of the airport for the line in state. Moments later, there was a service of songs at the parade ground of the Mogadishu Cantonment. Family, friends, Coursemates and associates took turns to pay glowing tributes to the departed Chief of Army Staff.
Right from time, he led with no doubt. He was first and foremost an operational commander. Little wonder that while commands in the services are sometimes difficult to come by, he had the privilege of being the only person, if my memory serves me right, to have commanded a battalion at 2 different times.
Your sacrifice, our beacon hope, your footsteps echo in our mind. A trailblazer, forever aligned, though gone, your spirit remains.
Conviction. In the throes of duty, he held fast to his spirituality, finding in prayers the fortitude that guided him through the darkest part.
The remains of Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja makes its final journey to the National Military Cemetery on Friday for interment. Sifonisian, TVC News, Abuja.
And may his soul continue to rest in peace. You know, seeing that visual, I saw the face of his wife, obviously in tears as she is, and reliving memories of their being together. He was just 56 years old when he passed after what we term a brief illness, because he was very active. He was always at the front lines, ensuring that he motivated his personnel. He led from the front. It was obvious that he wasn't someone that, you know, just sat behind and just gave instructions. He ensured that he embodied what he believed, especially when it comes to the military. And then he also, you know, gave some critical ideas with regards to fighting insurgency in Nigeria. And that is why some persons, like the governor of Kogi State, were saying that the fight and the processes he had put in place should not die with him, that the army should continue what he has started.
Well, it's really a sorrowful period for the family and friends, in fact, everyone, because you have rightly pointed it out that he was an operational commander who was always at the front line, and that was what was exemplified in the tributes that the video that we just watched. I mean, the fight against insurgency cannot we cannot talk about the successes without mentioning General Taoreed Lagbaja. We cannot, because he was always motivating his troops, and many times we have seen videos of him on the front line with the troops in Maiduguri, northeast Nigeria, motivating them, even sitting down to eat with them. And they will surely miss him, most especially his family.
Absolutely.
Most especially his family.
The recent comments coming from the head of the family, he was saying that he regretted, purchasing the defense form for Taoreed Lagbaja. Well, of course, out of pain, because he's still very young.
Yes, very young,
56. No one would want their family members to die at such a young age,
very young,
unfortunately.
He has young children,
Of course, his wife is young from the look of things.
I'm sure they would have been planning his retirement. I mean, looking forward to the time when he will be at home and enjoying the fruits of his labor.
At some point.
He has gone at his prime. It's quite painful.
Unfortunately, and he is the third Chief of Army Staff who died in office, one of whom, just to joggle our memory a bit, Joseph Akahan, who died in August 1967. He was just a 30-year-old Army Chief. He was appointed shortly after the outbreak of the Nigerian Civil War, and he was at the front line. He returned home in Boko for a brief rest, and after that, he died in a helicopter crash. And then we also have Tahiru Ibrahim, who died May 21st, 2021. He was also traveling on a Nigerian Air Force Beechcraft King Air 350 for an official visit to Kaduna to attend the passing out parade of 80 RRI in Depot Nigerian Army on the 22nd of May 2021. And then in 2024, we have the person of Taoreed Lagbaja, who died November the 5th, 2024, after a brief illness. Well, Lieutenant General Femi Oluyede is in acting capacity. He was promoted. And there are those who say he has big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill.
As it is.
He has a big shoes to fill, coming from the death of Taoreed Lagbaja to ensuring the troops are well motivated to fight, to go on with the fight. He has a big shoes to fill, very big shoe to fill. And I'm sure he's capable, seeing that the president appointed him in acting capacity. He should be capable of handling these kinds of situations. And so his resume would have spoken for him a lot more than words can say. So we believe that he will do a good job with the support of the personnel of the military, the presidency, and security architecture in the country. We should we believe that he will do more.
Absolutely. And then again, I'm minded to go back to the wife of the late Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, because we've always had conversations about the families that these persons leave behind, how they are taken care of at the end of the day. I believe that the welfare of the family will be something that the government will also be putting into consideration at this point to ensure that the family does not miss him too much. You cannot bring him back. There's no way they wouldn't miss him, but then, some things are put in place to ensure that the family still remains stable at the end of the day. True. Unfortunately, we need to quickly move forward now to bring you the news update.